All right. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Help you out. Yo, what's up, Connects? How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Just getting things set up here. Hello, can you hear me? Let me see. Let me. Oh, yes, you can. How you doing, Connects? Hope you're doing well. Um. All right. I thought I would be able to go with quieter or louder, but no. Turns out that's not the case. I do need to hear myself in some sense. Thence the question, do I instead just take an earplug off? But besides the point. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I need to put that to multi-stream. Today is going to be so much fun. We're going to be doing such a unique activity. An absolute unique activity that we never do. Nice. They're not too late. Not too late. Not too early, I should say. Who am I kidding? That is early. Oh, and you guys, you probably haven't gone to bed, have you? Have you? Probably haven't gone to bed. We mine, we craft, we Minecraft. Yes. Exactly. So, we have something super fun planned today. So I'm going to set this here because I don't want to move. As little as I can, the better. Why? Because we're finally getting rid of this last little chunk of mountain. So, yeah. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I really am. I got my caffeine free Diet Coke. I got our filled up water. I used the restroom before I started. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And yes, did I say I was taking this weekend off? I 100% did. And then I found myself just naturally playing Minecraft today. It's like, oh, I'll go do something. I'll go do some things. Yeah, some things. Some things. I put in more. I put in more lights. Like I'm putting in more lights. Yeah, yeah. Connects. Like that's the thing. Like I 100% said I was taking this weekend off, and here we are. Um oh well. I'm not upset about it. A lot of like taking the time off was just to recharge, and I kid you not, I slept 9.5 hours. I took a nap this afternoon. I did so much sleeping today that I am a-okay with it. Yeah, no, you shot a hockey first. But yeah. I got the sleep that I needed, and then yeah. And then yeah, I found myself playing Minecraft quite literally almost all day today. And it's like, well, at this point, like, if I'm going to do anything major, like, tear this down for a TikTok, I might as well stream it, right? What are my plans for today? My plans are literally this. I'm going to finish this up. I got everything I need, so hopefully I don't need to leave this area. So, yeah. Super exciting. But we'll have this done then, which means we can start actually working on whatever we have planned for the future, which is a good thing. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Savvy? How you doing? No, Savvy. I am too invested into this one. So. I am far too invested into this one to be joining other servers at this time. I've also gotten stuck on listening to Alex Warren again. Yeah, I do grind a lot. I do not play Roblox. I played that game one time 15 years ago and went never again. Yeah, so. Yeah, I got like another shulker's worth of deep slate. I got more tough. I did so much today on this world. Like, it's like, oh, he took a day off from streaming. Yada, 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 yada. He took a day off from Minecraft. Yeah, no, I really did not. How you doing, Attila? Huh. It connects. Don't tell people your age. How you doing, Fonzo? Hope you're doing well. Nobody on the internet needs to know your age. But yeah. So we're gonna just be doing a lot of this today because, yeah, like I said, I like doing it. There's something. You don't know. Oh my gosh. What's up, Nolly? That's because it is connects on your grandma's phone. Like, your power went out, like, for multiple days? Not Ollie? That really sucks. But W grandma, I guess, right? Nice. Yeah, I remember that because we were talking about that last time you were in stream. I was like, oh, I want to learn how to Korean. But yeah, I've been getting like, I don't know what it is. My brain is just like, oh yeah, we're gonna listen to Alex Warren today, and like, there's nothing you can do against it, which is really weird because so BTS released a new album this week, right? I think yesterday. It's all depressive music, dude. Oh no. Yeah. Like, were you looking for other people streaming? Oh, Minecraft Live happened today. Well, videos happened today. You invaded Korean Among Us? Oh no. Oh no. No, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my inventory's full. It is. It keeps on filled with poppies and stuff. Yeah, nice. Hmm. Yeah. The way that I'm rationalizing that I'm not streaming on Saturday is a terrible way to rationalize it. But pretty much that it's past midnight on the East Coast. That's my rationale. That I'm like, oh yeah, I can stream today. That's no problem. I'll just stream today. Oh my gosh, guys. They even spawned there. You can tell that because they're up there. Wait, no, they just walked up there. They're so stupid. What do you mean you just run off the cliff? What do you mean you just run off a cliff, man? Oh, and apparently they've been releasing new Invincible episodes, and I had no clue. Oh my gosh, I had no clue whatsoever. Yes, my name is German in heritage, and it's interesting. So, I am contemplating once we hit 1,000 subscribers of actually changing my name. It's still going to be Kong, but I'm thinking I'm going to change it to Kong73 instead of Schwonky Kong, just for the sole fact of, yeah. Not exactly entirely thrilled about certain information being out there, like, so easily available. But maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. There's other people that do it that it doesn't affect them, and they're a lot bigger than me, so maybe not. So, nice, Caleb. Why do I taste garlic toast? Weird. Weird. Nice, Caleb, though. Go like that. Like, I genuinely contemplate how much of this I should actually be saving. solely because, like, I don't actually need all of it. What am I doing? I am removing a mountain. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean quite literally that. So, why are we removing it? Well, because I need the supplies, but also my storage for said supplies is kind of getting to the point where it's overflowing. But that's all right. That's all right. Welcome back, Nelly. Yeah. Other than that, we're kind of just streaming to have fun. I'm streaming because, like, recording all this anyways, and it's going to be a short, possibly part of a it's going to be a short. It's also going to be part of my next chapter for Bosca Finrad, so yeah. Unbreaking on your stuff. Here comes unusual items. What do you mean by that? I do have unbreaking on my stuff. This pickaxe has silk touch on it too. Gonna pop up. But yeah, and today I actually come prepared with this because it's actually wild that people like just straight up ban for Korean. Yeah. It's weird how people will be like, oh, you're not speaking my language, ban. Like, dude. Now, there are times where people come in saying really weird stuff that it's like, okay, yeah, I kind of get it, but like, you're just having conversations, like, it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Like, it's really not. Go about your stream like, hey, keep it English. Yeah. Oh, BTS released a new album, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed by it. Like, everything's depressive. You know what I mean? Like, the entire album is just so depressing. And it's like, why are we like this? Why do we have to make everything depressing? Like, it genuinely like rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I was like so upset by it. I'm not just hitting random symbols. I'm talking. I'm saying actual words, man. I can Google Translate this, and it's just gonna be the most wild stuff in the world. One time I had a hamster and I put him in his ball. And he rolled down the steps and right out into the middle of the street where he got into the fight with the coyote. When the coyote choked on his protective ball, then proceeded to get to it mauled by wolves. You know what? I get why you put that in Korean, honestly. What's up, Ginger Productions? How you doing? I'm not gonna lie. You can probably say some of the most out of pocket stuff, as long as you put, It didn't show up on my screen. Look, it showed up. Ginger, what are you talking about? I'm talking. Are you muted? What are you making? I am making nothing. I'm tearing down a mountain. My favorite color is orange. I am tearing down a mountain, so does you like nice. I am tearing down mountains so that way I can build up Finred. Where we're at right now will actually probably wind up being where our grand library is at. Purple's not bad. Purple's not bad. Don't know how to. Okay, your name is Ginger Productions, and you choose green. Wait, nope. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Nice, Caleb. I like how Noxel has talked themselves out of purple and into black. All right. If you're watching a Minecraft stream, people are going to have Minecraft. Check out for it's a Minecraft stream. People are going to have Minecraft. On the Nintendo. Ooh. We got an exotic one over here. What I love is the fact that nobody understands how hard I am actually ripping Alex Warren, just blasting in my ear. Yo, Guapo, thank you so much for the sub. It means the world. You have a raw? You have a raw? Oh, Diet Coke. Oh, you little thief. Whee. Zoom. Missed. Uh-oh, somebody has the fake one. Nah, we don't tattletale here. Unless if it's Apex. I'll tattletale on you if it's Apex. Oh, but yeah. So I need to do a short with this tomorrow. But believe it or not, it's an elephant. No, it's a gorilla. Gorillas. I love gorillas. I wanted to be a silverback gorilla when I was a kid. I thought they were so cool. I'm the kid that will irrationally say that a silverback gorilla is stronger than any other animal on the planet. Yo, what's up, Necru? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yo, Brooke, thank you so much for the sub. It means the world. But yeah. I am excited to get this done because in a couple of weeks, I'm probably going to jump forward on where I should be at with builds and build the Grand Library. And the Grand Library is actually going to be this direction, so I am super excited for it. And the reason why I'm going to build the Grand Library is because I have a design for storage in mind, or a storage system in mind, that I think will be really, really cool. Why am I doing it in a Grand Library? So glad you asked. Because I want to. So, but I think it's... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But it is going to be so awesome. I'm going to love the look of it. We're already collecting quartz for it. I got brick going. Like, it's going to be different than the builds we've done so far. And I'm actually really, really excited for that. Plus, the way the floor is going to work in the center of it is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to love it. I think you guys will too. It is going to be an awesome design. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Nolly. I don't know what you said there, but yeah. So, yeah, I am so excited for it. It's going to be so cool. We are going to need to repair our pickaxe here soon. Otherwise, I might just... I could use more cobblestone. But could I? I don't know. I don't know. I think I need to work cobblestone into more of my builds, but it's not like stone, right? It's not like what we're going to have with stone. So. I like that. Ah, yes, Nalin, yes. Um. Ooh. But no, like, okay, so what I'm playing with the Grand Library, I'm totally comfortable talking about this. So, we're going to institute a storage system that's similar to that's going to be really similar to what we are using currently in the wheat farm, where things get filled up until the chest is full, and then the chest will slowly... Okay, brain. So it's going to be similar to what we did in the wheat farm, where items will empty out if it gets full and has an overflow system. And then what we're also going to do is have a keep full system. So this one will probably run where it'll always keep a minimum of some minimum of items in the top shelf. So it'll always keep some items in the top chest, and it will actually refill if the top chest empties completely. So I'm actually really, really stoked to see how I can make that work and what redstone trickery I need to do with that. So but what that's also going to do is that's going to make it where see just like it's a weird intricacy and like have it where it's like, oh my gosh, where's all the storage for this? And that's going to lead directly into what I have planned for the floor. So what's up, Game Over? How you doing? So, but the floor is actually going to be just cosmetic, which is going to make it even more like, what do you mean? All for show. Yeah, I mean, it's all for show. So I'm stoked for it. I genuinely am. Like, oh. You're good, Caleb. Little do people realize I actually enjoy this part of Minecraft. Why? Because I'm crazy. What do you mean that isn't full? What do you mean that wasn't full? Alright, that should be full enough. Alright. Can't sleep. You know, there's some creepy things about Minecraft that people don't want you to see. Like, villager breeders that are underground. How about the new sulfur mob? No. No. New sulfur mod sounds mid. I think the sulfur mob depends on what type you play. Like if you are a minigames player, like it doesn't. Like if you don't do minigames a lot, like it definitely is disappointing. It definitely is disappointing. So I know there's ways or reasons that I'm excited for it, but there's also things that made me go, yeah. I am playing on Java on PC. You know, I like that cast is evil, but really nice. What you talking about, Caleb? Ashed. What's up, Plane? How are you doing? But yeah, we'll just need to see, like, and I am, like, I definitely think there's gonna be ways that I use the sulfur mob whenever it gets released. But it's not, like, really anything that, like, is on the front of my mind, right? Use a plane for an edit, the thunder screech. How you doing, Bryfer? How you doing, Bilbo? How you doing? Yeah, there should be. When I saw the sulfur stuff, I initially was like, I feel like there should be a TNT aspect to it, because that actually is a thing. I was really hoping for them to add a new mob, like a monkey mob, just chilling in the sulfur pools. But nope, it went with the golf ball. So, what's up, Lerny? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy your stay. You can hatch the ender dragon or the end dragon egg. Just need. You just need the crystals to do it. I don't even know if that actually hatches the egg, but. What am I making? I'm currently clearing space for the city that we're working on. You can see it in the background there. And in a couple of weeks, we're actually going to start working on a grand library, which is going to be out on this direction. So I was going to take the weekend off from streaming. And then I was like, well, I really want to do this anyways. And I found myself playing Minecraft anyways. So it's kind of like, oh, crap. I swear, guys, I swear. My full intention was to not stream. And what wound up happening is what I wanted to do on my day off was stream. So eventually I just caved. So here we are. Doing the most minimalist thing I can think of. So that way I don't fry my brain. So, yay. Yeah. I do know I've definitely been running it like really, really close to the end the past few weeks and not been the best. Yeah. Yo, Sika, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Don't know why, but the songs of Minecraft catches me, like forces me to play forever. Dude, Caleb, the songs of Minecraft are so good. I love the vibe, just the feel of a lot of them. Turns out I was working on another section. Just kind of stopped working on that section. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, that's so good to hear. I am clearing space right now for my Grand Library for my City of Finred. There'll be more of the stuff than the Grand Library because the Grand Library will just kind of be on the edge of this, but still. I have a single cobblestone in my inventory right now. Yeah. Zaire, this is multiplayer, but it's a private server. And yes, I do have Discord. Don't have a link on my YouTube channel yet, but I do have a link in one of my posts. Yeah, we're making the space for the Grand Library. Essentially what we're doing, the Grand Library is going to be right around in this area. It's going to be up a little bit higher. It's going to be a good time. And that interesting spot right now of beacons where one doesn't cover us, but the other one just barely is out of reach. So if you're wondering why that's still standing, that's why. But yeah, the goal is to get the rest of this cleared and this cleared tonight, so. I could not tell you, Zaire. I don't do anything like that, so it would keep me out, but I don't know if it'd keep everybody out. So, break these. No, but like, so, okay. I like the look of the sulfur, right? I like the look of the sulfur update. It's just Nixel this is, but it's a private server. You got chick slippers on Minecraft? Let's go. Yeah, they're doing drops right now because they had their Minecraft live today, and now there's just drops everywhere. I had it earlier on a stream where I would get a drop if I were to use my Prime sub on Grian. Caleb, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be live tomorrow. This was really a spur thing, so I'll be live again Monday for sure. And that'll be 7 p.m. CST about, so. Yeah. So I know Minecraft is doing drops. Don't know the full extent of what they are, so. Yo. Yoni, thank you so much for the sub. It means the world. Really does mean the world. Go like that. Sleep. Oh no. Zika, oh no. Yeah, I am streaming way out of my normal hours right now. I am streaming like a good 2-3 hours after I normally get off. So, which I mean, technically tomorrow to me is Monday. So I guess I am streaming tomorrow. So, that's a conundrum. Yeah, it's a conundrum. Caleb, that's the exact same time for me. I am definitely on the train of I want to see a YouTube or a Minecraft overhaul with adding new mobs where they take an update and they update a biome we already have. I love new biomes, I do. Revamp the biomes we have though. Like revamp the savanna biome. Like don't let I get they just redid cow skins. Give us like 7 different cow skins. But like give us deer. Like give us antelope, give us just a whole bunch of different animals. Like the thing with Minecraft is it has the power to shift narratives on things. Just go in and start saying, hey, we're going to just start doing. The baby takeover is actually happening in 2 days. We're going to start adding mobs that are on the endangered species list. Like, we're adding the Empire Penguin. We're adding, like, Black Rhino. Like, we're going to just start adding stuff that's on the endangered species list and see where stuff goes from there. What is the durability on my pickaxe? I don't know. It's about half. So, it's a netherite one with unbreaking 3, so it lasts a while. But we also mine blocks very, very fast. So. I would love it. Literally just call it the Irwin update. And release like one of the drops be a Steve and a Robert Irwin skin. Or a Bindi skin, like it like I think I got some good ideas, guys. I think we could sell a lot of copies. I think we'd make a lot of people happy. Yes, I would be one of those people. There's a part of me that's just trying to get out of having to do a zoo with strictly armor stands that isn't moving. So Okay, Caleb. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, but okay. Anybody know? I'm kind of at a loss. This is Java. Hmm. I've fallen. Collect show. So, tried to do your stasis chamber in bedrock, and now you're stuck in nowhere. I see this as an absolute win. Isn't that what stasis chamber is for? Or what's a stasis chamber for? Yo, what's up, Will? Yeah, I know. We're streaming when I said I wouldn't. I know. No, Patricia, I've had this world for 6 years. I've had this world for 6 years, and I just know how to play Minecraft. Yeah, well, turns out, I said I was taking a day off, and I started playing Minecraft. So, yeah. I built a couple of extra light posts, and I was like, "Cal, I really kind of want to take out that mountain over there." And I fought myself for the entire day. And then I lost. Yeah, Patricia, I lose all interest in Minecraft when I go into creative, so you're all good, Caleb, you're all good. Stay awesome, be awesome, Caleb. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome, be awesome, Caleb. Ah, now I get what you mean by a stasis chamber. I know exactly what you're talking about. And you're talking a ender pearl stasis chamber, yeah. Like what Scar and or not Scar, Grian and Gem are terrorizing Pearl and Impulse with right now. Yes, that. So, Yeah. Oh my gosh, were you building an orbital? Be honest, were you building an orbital cannon? We won't judge you. We'll just think differently. Patricia, not at this time. There used to be people in this world, but they're all off doing different things, and I refuse to update server address in our Discord. That's not true. I just never think of doing it. Maybe. That was a very guilty maybe. How you doing, Fox? I hope you're doing well. No, Patricia. This is a private server. I believe you. I believe you, Fox. I do it too. But no, this is a private server because I have a lot of builds on here that I'm really, really protective of. And I'm at the point where I'm removing mountains to make builds, so... yeah. Yeah, I would need to whitelist somebody. You had a tutorial for making it? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, Fox, you know it's serious. So you know it's serious when the mountains get removed. But yeah, I genuinely love a lot of this world, so like if I let just somebody randomly on and they decided to use all of the gunpowder that's within my mob farms to destroy everything, well, wouldn't quite be World War III, but I'd definitely give the Germans a run for their money. Yeah, I just made it private, so World War 2.5. Yeah, I never plan on building an orbital cannon on this world. Because there's just no point to it, and if I ever find out somebody does, like... well, yeah. That'll be a pretty much immediately removal from the server. But yeah, I did make it private. It is, you need to be on the whitelist in order to get on, so... otherwise... let me get this last row and we can go for a little bit of a flight. Not too far, because I don't want to mess up the recording. But we can stay in this area for now. My Minecrafter should get my 100. Oh no. I need to go put this stuff away and grab rockets. Oh my gosh. Just popped my neck and it felt so good. Let's put down 2 of those apparently. So, what if somebody made a giant blue pig out of concrete powder? Well, that wouldn't be that bad. So this is Finrad. This is the build that I'm working on right now. So this is only a small part of it. So that's just a for show tower. That's an arena. So like it has jousting. It has these boxes for like VIPs, seating, all that seating down there. This is my greenhouse area. So this is inside my greenhouse. I need to come in and trim these guys up and make sure they don't grow anymore. But yeah. And then this is, yeah, just a little garden area. This is where our nether portal is actually located. Then this is my favorite build. It's actually where we have Appa, our happy guest. He's in his little home here, so he doesn't fly away or anything. So I actually really, really like this one. Over there's a chest that has snowballs in it. So if you need to get Appa while he's way up in the top. Wild, Patricia. That's wild. But yeah. This is Appa's home. So it's modeled like kind of after a giraffe barn. This is where a happy guest lives. Appa. And this is a horse barn. This is an orphanage. There's lore behind it. That's why we have an orphanage. This is what we just finished. So, see, we have Green and Scar. Don't know whether or not Green's pushing him out or if Green's trying to catch him. We got Tango Impulse. We got Ren Dog over here looking out. Corrales pointing up at the star. It's important to Bosca Finrad, the book that this build is based off of. Yeah, the orphanage is important to the storyline of Bosca Finrad, so I can't really have Finrad without the orphanage. So, yeah. This is a tavern. Inside that is actually mob farm. That's what I was flying in and showing you. Yeah, I've always been on Java because it's better. Well, I've liked it more because of the redstone stuff. But these two are just kind of cosmetic builds. This one is actually Drock's leather, which Old Man Drock is a character. This is another important landmark. This is a tavern. So, oh my gosh, Nixel. And then this is actually where our villager breeder is. You actually have this baptismal actually will shoot out baby villagers. Oh my gosh, Nixel. And then this is a very bad gunpowder farm. Like, I kid you not, the mob farm has already outproduced this gunpowder farm. And this gunpowder farm has been here for No, I haven't. I've had this gunpowder farm for 3 years at this point. Granted, I haven't been all over here all the time, but yeah, all the gunpowder it's produced. And then this build is actually a skeleton grinder. So skeleton spawn there. I go down there, and I can AFK in this build and get skeleton bits from it. Because if I go over here, no, I haven't gotten into creative though. Go over here and look up. You can see a golem making his way around right now. And then there's a giant sword in the top with a diamond block up there. This is actually our iron farm. Did you hear one getting roasted alive? Everything gets crafted into iron blocks or composted. Hey, Nixel. Yeah, I can see why you're looking for a lot of redstone. I saw those things and I was like, what? I go sleep real quick. So, but it didn't work. Oh no. I know the mob farm that I have over in my old world. So I have two areas, Finrad and the old world. That one's more of the traditional layer with water and all that. But I do know I messed up the function of it, so it doesn't work perfectly. Let's go, Nixel. Let's go. And then these guys right here, these are all copper golems, and they're all sorting stuff down here, like random stuff that like it's crafted and all that I just don't have time to sort really. I don't want to sort. I don't like sorting my materials. I actually, it's like the prank that was pulled by like my mods on the server was they all gathered. They took my old storage system and put it all like underneath my base in the old world and said, now he has to sort it. And I just wound up using it from where it was. But then this is my 5 million item storage unit, which is probably going to get dwarfed by the Grand Library. It's how the Grand Library is going to work, so a lot of zombies near the materials. Zombies are easy. Wardens are the hard ones. This is also, this one you can actually go find a video on making these guys. So, I want to say this build too. I have a YouTube video for both of those. And then in here we have more copper golems. But what they're doing right now is they're sorting these. And when these fill up, they will actually come down here, empty out into here. So I accidentally got smart with redstone for this. I got a comparator there, another comparator there, subtracting. When that one fully powers, when this is completely full, this will actually light up and unlock this hopper underneath here, allowing for the overflow to go into here. Patricia, I literally just practiced. So before I started this server 6 years ago, my builds were different forms of rectangles. So there was no like depth. There wasn't like this blocking, this depth breakup, this patterning. It was literally my most complex build up to that point was an all brick firehouse. So here we are, Nixel. You spawn a wither. You spawn a wither. Patricia, it's literally all chest. It literally is just all practicing. Dude, texturing is so important. What's up, bossy? How you doing? Texturing is such a big deal. Like, so just mixing up the patterns, but then also like adding in stairs, like where you wouldn't necessarily think about it. Not that one. So, like, for all purposes, this is probably technically my most technical build I've ever built, because there's 3 separate blocks. They're on 3 separate layers, but they also morph into each other. All right, Will-O-Wisp, stay awesome, be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved, and don't forget that you make the world a better place by being it. Stay awesome, be awesome, Will. Have you ever made a hardcore world before? Every time I die, you get mad. Yeah, that's why I don't do hardcores, because I get mad. Like, and I don't play Minecraft to get mad. I play Minecraft to have fun. Going away from New Zealand. New Zealand is far away. Full iron, but the final protection of his house is 5 wardens. Yeah, I don't think you're beating that. I'm sorry. I just don't think you're beating that. Yeah. No, I get what you mean, Patricia. What do you mean it's not full? Whatever. Let's finish this up. Froglet. How about no? Yeah, Patricia, I get that. I get that. That's why I don't do hardcores, because, like, I know I'm gonna die of something stupid eventually. I can do a map eventually, just not while builds are, like, halfway done. That doesn't feel genuine. So. If I get mini Turtle Master speed. Do a map. I will at some point. I just need to get more builds in it, because for how long I've had this world, I haven't built enough in my eyes. Why do I sound like Technoblade's dad? I could not tell you why. Because I don't. Because I sleep often and I don't play hardcore. Like, totems are really only super necessary when you're doing something that is crazy dangerous, or you're in hardcore, like, and I'm not in any of those situations. Froglet, don't say your age. You should never say your age on the internet. Nixel, it wouldn't be that hard. Nice, Froglet. Not really. I've had totems before, and I'm sure I do have them in my inventory, just I'd never see a need for it. right now I am clearing land because in the next couple of weeks, uh, we are going to be building a grand library. So we're going to be building a grand library. So that's why we're clearing this land, because because the evoker summon Vexes, this is going to sound really weird. I actually am pretty good at FPS games, and I will actually dot Vexes out of the air. So I have a video of me accidentally starting a raid, and all I'm doing is dotting Vexes with a bow. Really bad at buildings in Minecraft. Yeah. I'll definitely need a lot of bookshelves. Yeah, for a grand library, yeah. No. Roglet. I enjoy doing this stuff by myself. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. No, Froglet. Do I go to school or work? I actually work. So, I work as a manufacturing supervisor for a nonprofit called Hope of International. So, I get to oversee the making of wheelchairs that we then distribute to various countries around the world. Yeah. I really like doing this. Yeah, it really is, Brian. It is so nice. Yeah. I already have a sugarcane farm in the old world, and due to various reasons, I have an unlimited supply of bookshelves in multiple factors. All right, Froglet, thank you so much. Um, I can dot faxes. Misses a standing still creeper. Oh, thank you so much, Froglet. But yeah, I work for a nonprofit called Hope of International, and it is straight up some of the best work I've ever done in my life. It is above and by far the best job I've ever had. So, getting to build wheelchairs that then get sent out around the world is just a great feeling. And being on those distributions is straight up life changing. Yeah, the cow farm is actually really, really simple. That, and I can trade with villagers to get bookshelves fairly cheap too, so I have some pre-nerfed villagers that still give you a bookshelf for every 1 diamond. So I genuinely believe that Minecraft needs to keep its wonky, not real all the time physics. So I've never really thought about that. I just always accepted it as part of the game. So here's a wild thing, Patricia. I I have a little bit of art talent. A little bit, not a lot. Like I don't draw, right? I do actually need to get into drawing though. What it is it's just a practice thing. Like the more you practice at it, the better you'll get. The easier it will become. And the more natural it will become. Like I genuinely would say, like, watch Gemini Tay build. Watch Graham build, because if you watch them build and they listen to how they think through what they're doing, it does genuinely change how you will look at builds. And you can see it just by osmosis with, if you've heard of Kraft, there is a little known redstoner by the name of Mumbo Jumbo on there, who everybody knows because of redstone. Every single hermit has walked past his base area, his build area this season, and gone, oh my gosh. Alright, Froglet. See you around. I will be live Monday again, but it'll be like 7 p.m. my time. So, stay awesome, be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome, be awesome, Froglet. If she even breaks one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You have a diamond form? I don't even know if they exist. No. There is no such thing really as a diamond farm. I'm Central Standard Time, Froglet. So, like, Chicago, so right now it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me. So. How you doing, Khalib? Yeah, I don't do duping, so there really is no way to do an iron farm, so you can't really trade for it. Is it? No, this is bedrock. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. for me, so this is Java. You're all good, Froglet. Yeah, Patricia, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, because if you place it and build it, it'll actually work at building some of those some of that muscle or that memory pathways. That'll actually help you become a better builder. In the old world, all of my builds are based off of real life builds. And that is actually the same case for some of the builds that I have here. Right? So there's nothing wrong with copying real world examples, other Minecraft streamers, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I know there are probably some that actually prefer people did that, because that's the highest form of respect you can show somebody. So if you go, this is so cool, I need this in my own personal world. So this stream, I'm not too sure. We'll probably go for another 30 minutes. I want to get this area knocked down at least, so yeah. Oh, that was the wrong button. Yeah. But, like, it's that building and getting used to it all that helps you, like, understand how to build something. So I had an iron golem farm, and it was cookie cutter, straight out of a tutorial, right? This iron farm, though, isn't based off a tutorial. I took the mechanics that I learned, and I went, hey, I wonder if this will work. And it did. And now it actually is a weirdly efficient iron farm. So, because what actually happens is this guy will leave the spawning radius, so we'll start working on spawning another one. So by the time he's in the lava, I think we actually just heard one die. By the time he's in the lava, another one will be popping up here. So it's actually weirdly efficient. It was not necessarily my goal when I started building it. It's like, I just want this to be like cool, have the iron golems going around, and then it was like, hey, this is actually efficient. So yes, that's where my portals are actually located. So orbital, I don't mess up. Oh no. See, that's another reason why I don't build it. Yeah. So no, I don't believe you can, Nixel. I think the only one you might be able to do would be slime, because that's a one hit to anything. And actually, it's really, really good as a temporary block in a lot of builds. So, how long have I been playing on this world? I have been playing on this world for 6 years now. And I hope for many, many more. So, because there is... So once I finish up Finrad, there are other kingdoms in the world that I think would be really cool to build. Yeah, I've been burnt out quite a few times, so like it's a soft 6, right? It's not like I go to another area and there's just mountains of builds and all that. Like there's one massive build that burnt me out. A lot. I've done it a lot of times. I'll die AFK and like I'll AFK in spots where I'm like, oh yeah, this will be safe, and then just dead. I come back and lightning struck a villager through a wall, turned it into a witch, and you died due to witchcraft. What? So. Oh, like a railgun? I've seen people build those too. I do want to build some sort of TNT launching contraption though. I just don't know how I want to build it. Yeah, it is a very random way to die. I was so confused when I got back home from work. Because you died to witchcraft, and I was like, what? It's like, that way was so odd to die that I know you're not making that up. I've also had to fight a fully armored up zombie to get my stuff back after a villager got me killed by opening a door that he thought was closed, when in reality it was open because you're doing the zombie door trick. And villagers don't realize it. I've died at least twice due to villagers. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. I've died twice due to villager stupidity. So when I put in the trading hall into the Grand Library, I am not going to feel bad. Khalib, I am always playing on my own. It is the Kraft server. So I own the server. I rent the server. But I am the one that has all the OP powers. And I control who comes on and who doesn't. Oh my gosh, I would freak out. Oh my gosh, Nixel, that would be insane. That I too would probably go crazy on. Just get shot through a wall. Dude. Okay, so like me dying to villagers, it's like partially my fault, but at the same time, because like I shouldn't be AFKing there, right? I really shouldn't, but at the same time, what do you mean that the zombie's knocking at the door and the villager goes, I need to go that way? What do you mean? The zombies out there? I need to go the way of the zombie to get away from the zombie. Yeah. I found an incredible seed on Bedrock. But because it's on Bedrock, I will never play it. Like, I was like, oh, should I start a world in this? And then was like, I don't want to play Bedrock. Like, I don't know. I genuinely feel like the reason I don't like Bedrock is because it's too creamy. If that makes sense. Like, everything is too, like, smooth. And it's like, I cannot do that. Everything has an animation. Like, just give me the flipped out. Like, I don't need anything like that. Like, that's the thing. People are like, oh, it's so buggy. And it's like, that's not even my problem with it. Like, that's not even my problem with it. My problem with it is, like, the same reason why I hate a whole bunch of new shooter games where it's just all too smooth. Like, it has come down to the point where I've realized that, no, actually, my issue isn't the game at all. My issue is the engine that it's built on. And Java and some of these older engines, they snap. And it's like, I love the snap of it. Ah, nice try, nice try. No, this is a private server. Yeah, dude, villagers are so dumb. Least point. They pick the least point in direction. Yeah, right? Yeah, this is a private server. I have had people on it in the past. They just don't play the game anymore, so. Just especially now with what I've learned about an orbital cannon, like, it would be way too easy for somebody to build one of those in this world, so yeah. Yeah. They actually have points and blocks. What? Not really. I guess I don't. I don't ever do PvP because it doesn't interest me in Minecraft, so I haven't ever done PvP, so I just assume no. I know like Hypixel or Crystal or whatever. They use like an older version of Minecraft that has a spam for the sword, and it's just like I have not used that in so long. Like I don't even know if I could use a sword without some sort of sweeping edge attack. Yeah. Albert, I do not have a mace. And those are my builds off in the distance. So. And right now I'm clearing space because we're eventually going to be putting castle here, and in the next couple of weeks we're going to be putting a grand library here. So yeah, it's just a point of clearing all this away. Yeah, they use an older. All I know is they use an older generation, so. And it doesn't. My brain's like, if you're gonna go to an older generation, just go alpha. And go to the one that doesn't have any animation for the bow. It just shoots an arrow every time you click. Dude, those were so fun. That was so fun. It was so fun. Because I like having the smoothness to it. I've used TNT to do stuff before, and it actually, weirdly enough, makes it where I don't enjoy it as much in some way. So I don't like the not smoothness of it. So, and then like all these shulkers are full of stuff that I mined. So just I'm not doing this anymore because I want to just finish. So yeah, I like redstone too. It's just I don't like the look of TNT when it gets done blowing up everything. So it leaves holes everywhere, and this is gonna be a lot easier to work with. So. Cause yeah, I could be done with this. I could have finished this like 3 weeks after if I wanted to, if I had used dupers, but I just don't. I want this to be smooth and slicked down, and like that's why I got so many beacons. It's just so I can go from area to area and not need to worry about it. So yeah, yeah, like that's genuinely what it is. You're thinking of making an arrow that can do infinite damage? What? So you're just out here one-shotting wardens? Like, is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me you're trying to do? You're trying to one-shot wardens? If that's the case, you're insane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, unstable. Why would you grief your friend's build? Because he sucks at building. Like, you saw it, you would too. Oh. Oh no, Nixel, R.I.P. Pour one out for the homies. All right. He has a dirt mansion. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Just into my now I don't. Now I can't stand behind you. Now I can't stand behind you. You out here griefing new players? That's just messed up, man. That's just messed up, man. That's just messed up, man. On an alley. Yeah, I got a lot of dirt. I will not want for dirt for a while. Totally not true. There will be a very weird point where I actually need the dirt. It's new, it's just you gotta get griefed at least one time. Yeah, well also when you're building stuff like this, like you need all the dirt and stone and all that stuff, so there is a part of me is contemplating holding off on throwing in some of those shulkers because the stone will overflow. Hey, let's go. At least you did that. At least you did that, unstable. So, yeah, unstable. I am live on Twitch too. All right. My Twitch is the same as my YouTube, SchwonkyCon. So, but I genuinely appreciate the watch over on YouTube. So, I don't think they'll need to add a copper bucket. It's like there's no way for like that to be a progression of any sort, like the other items are. So, I really wouldn't get why they would add a copper bucket. It would just kind of feel like a, I don't know, overreach, overreaction, like unnecessary, and they don't really. Actually, they do unnecessary quite a bit, but that, like, not that type of unnecessary. Not like, hey, this does it perfectly fine and is arguably the same level of hard to obtain. Like, there's no reason. Like, nobody's asking for this. Like, if they would have done it, they would have done it when they added everything else for the copper, so. And the fact that they didn't is just kind of a proof of that. So. So we go like this. Like that. Wonderful. Jeez. Didn't even get one iron while you were looking in the wrong spot. I don't know why that'd be. I know. So I need to see a distribution map on all that stuff again. Because I genuinely am curious about what the distributions are for all that stuff. I feel like something happened to iron that they didn't intend for happen. So. Yeah. That's like actually kind of crazy. Because like. There were times where it was like really, really easy to find iron. Like I found iron like almost immediately on this world. Hmm. I'm not too sure. Unstable. It's not a bad computer, but it is kind of going the way of the Fritz, where I need to take it to get my warranty checked on it. So I got a pretty good GPU. I got a pretty good CPU. So it's just something went wrong with all of them, and I know at one point my hard drive got corrupted. My SSD got corrupted. Swap that out, but still issues persist with it. So it's all high-end stuff, but also broke. So yeah, they gotta, like I said, I need to see a distribution chart for all that stuff because you're not the first person I've heard that from. Where it's like, oh, iron just doesn't exist. Like, I feel like they did something to generation and all that, and like I almost wonder if iron's the one block that you actually need to go strip mining for. I didn't build it, I bought it. Building your PC is overrated. Unless if you like actually know what a PC needs. So yeah, I bought it a couple of years ago. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty confident in them. So But that's everything I wanted to get done. So, finish that. We'll save this real quick. Hope my game doesn't crash. Nope, it didn't. Wonderful. Then I'll actually take you guys over to the old world where we usually end streams. So, ow. So we'll head over here. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. All right. A one deep slate emerald and oh no. Oh no, Nixel. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, this is the old world. So that was a charity stream, not One Piece. And then this is my mob farm. So this is my mob farm. This is the build that burnt me out. So, yay. And this is my bee farm. This is my favorite build in the old world because you can actually go down underneath here. Yeah, Nixel. Yeah, I do. That's what my monitor refreshes at, so I don't go any higher than that. So, if I don't need to go higher, I don't go higher. So, yeah, you can actually come in here, and during the daytime, you can watch the bees and all that. So, I love this build. I need to finish this lower section, but yeah. Then, yeah. This was my first build, if you could say. So, and this is where I started learning like the texturing and all that. See, I got smooth stone in there, smooth andesite. Yeah. This was all before I had a silk touch picks. Unstable, it won't change anything because my monitor refresh rate is 165, so it actually won't change anything. So, yeah. So I'm going to end it there. It has been a fight. Yes, I have Nixel. It's actually over in Finrad. It's one of the builds there. So, what's up, Sean? Yeah, you remember how I said I wasn't streaming this weekend? I lied because, well, I started playing Minecraft while I was on my time off. So, yeah. But I am going to bed. So, as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved. Don't forget that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I will see you in the next stream, possibly. Bye. You can tell I'm tired because, like, usually I jump around a lot during this, and then I just awkwardly go to this point where, like, a character just stops moving because I need to, like, exit out of that to actually end stream because I don't have a stream deck. So, yeah. But, like, my hand wasn't even on the keyboard. Yes, unstable I have. I'm kind of excited for it, so. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved. Don't forget to make the world a better place by being in it.